Have you wondered about how to change your habits? Changing habits can be hard. And if you aren't prepared for it, it really can, wreak havoc on what you're doing day in and day out. Maybe even wreck your confidence in what you're doing and who you're becoming. Now, one of the tools that I use is really fantastic. I'm going to get to you and tell you all about it. Hint, it's right behind me. But I want to talk about habits in general. I really believe that our habits shape who we are, who we are becoming. And it really does help reinforce all of the things around us. Let's take a habit like flossing your teeth. Now, I know many of you floss every day. Some of you do it because you love it. Some of you do it because you know it's good for you. Some of you do it because someone told you to. Maybe it's your dentist. But you probably floss every day, don't you? Well, obviously I know some of you don't floss every day. I happen to floss 2 or 3 times a day because of the way my teeth are designed and the way they're really close together, and I have to. Otherwise, it's just not pretty. So I floss every day, and it's become a habit, and it's become something I do over and over and over. Don't even think about it. Now, what are you doing day in and day out to serve your growth for your business? Serve your growth as a leader. Those habits define you every time you do them. And you probably don't even think about them now. They probably become just a natural part of who you are. But habits, when you're trying to change habits, are really difficult. A lot of studies show that it takes 21 days. Some more recent studies show it's 63 days. Doesn't matter how long it is, you've got to be intentional about your habits. I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Gene Hammett. I help visionary leaders become the leaders they really want to be. I really help them grow their company in a way that makes sense for them through leadership and culture that's intentional. Now, that's a lead-in to what I'm just talking about, your habits. If you're intentional about what you want to do, who you want to be, you can create habits to support that. And in fact, I would actually say that habits are just as important as the goals you may be setting this time of year. I've been looking at where I'm taking my business. I've been looking back, and I've been creating content around that. You've got some new videos coming out from me soon around this. But very specifically, this one's about habits. So if you know the habits to go after a goal, you can be intentional. Behind me is the tool I was mentioning earlier. It's one of the things I really, really love. This is a calendar. This is old school. This is actually on my wall in my office, right? My office is right behind me. If you see, there's the bookshelf that's normally in my videos. But there's the light that goes with that. It's the ring light. This is the 2018 calendar. And so what I'm showing you up here is, I think you're seeing January. So January is when I was very intentional about the habits in my life. And here's this is my habit tracker, if you will. But the X represents the workouts and also eating. So you can see in January, I did a really good job staying on plan to eating right and to working out. I had a really specific goal. Now, those X's were really important to me. Now, the green triangle on the side was the activity I did to grow my business. And so if I did 2 hours during that day, I got a little triangle. And so I could see the progress. I could see the days I took off. I could see the days that I started skipping. Now, the other blue triangle is actually my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because that's one of the things I do consistently. Now, I was pretty consistent here, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go down here and show you some of the months I wasn't so consistent. A lot of my speaking gigs are on here. So I was in Canada here, and I was in Vegas here. This is Canada. This was in Antwerp. But I got less consistent with what I was doing in April. I got even less consistent in May. And then something happened over here in September. I wanted to finish the year strong. I added a new habit over here. On the 24th of August, I added meditation to my daily habits. And so you can see every day that I meditated what happened. And then I've started working out more and more, and you can see what's going on here. But this is the tracker I use. So what are you using to track your habits? What are you using to reinforce the goals that you're going? To really remind yourself, looking back, how consistent were you? If you want to create a habit, you've got to track it. And so if you like this tool, then great. If you want to use another tool, fantastic. I'm going to show you, I love this tool so much. I'm going to pick up the one from 2017 because I kept it. I'll end up getting another one in a couple of days for 2019. But this calendar is something I love. And in fact, if you want to get one, because I've had a lot of people ask me where I get these calendars, then you're going to go to newyear.com. But that's a little bit hard because he spells it a little bit differently. I reached out to Jesse Phillips, and he's going to make a special deal for you guys. So if you go into the genehammett.com/calendar, and I'll put the link on my website too, so you can go find it. There's a special deal in there. So you just go to get the calendar. I got the one where it's laminate, so I can actually erase these off. But I have different colored markers, and I mark down the habits that are happening day in and day out. So this video is about you improving your habits, about changing your habits, about you tracking them, being intentional to them, so that you can have what you want. And you can be who you want. So it is about activity, but it's also about the becoming of that leader that you want to be. And you've got to be willing to change who you are right now to be able to receive a bigger goal for 2019. So that's my take here. Again, that link is genehammett.com/calendar. It's a very direct into the New Year calendar, which is a special wall calendar. It looks like this. And that's my take today. So if you want to change your habits, this is the tool that I use. You can use it too. Just go to genehammett.com/calendar. All right, signing off here. Hopefully you'll change your habits. Let me know what you're changing, and I'd love to play along with you. Talk to you soon. As always, lead with courage, and I'll see you next time.